Skyborne, the drone story. The first reports came from rural New Jersey. Farmers whispered about UFOs after hearing an eerie hum in the dead of night and seeing streaks of bright lights gliding over their fields. No one could explain the silent objects hanging in the air, emitting a droning buzz that resonated deep in your chest. Then came the videos, grainy clips on social media and shaky YouTube streams showing glowing objects over deserted roads in the meadowlands. The sleek black shapes moved too smoothly, their alien designs unlike anything familiar. Within days, the phenomenon exploded. People reported seeing them above Manhattan's skyscrapers, weaving through fog over the Hudson, or darting along highways. News outlets churned out theories: government surveillance, weather manipulation, or extraterrestrial reconnaissance. At night, the skies filled with lights, red, green, and blue. Some drones hovered silently for hours, while others darted in impossible patterns before disappearing into clouds. The humming buzz became synonymous with fear. In Newark, teenagers dared to explore but never returned. Hoboken saw an entire block cordoned off by police after an unexplained incident. Rumors flourished: abductions, scorched bodies, encrypted signals between drones. And still, no one knew what they were or where they came from. David's friend Mike called him late one night. "It's not aliens," Mike insisted. "It's the government. They're testing weapons on us." David shook his head, sitting in his car along the Garden State Parkway. "You're paranoid." "You saw the videos, David. Entire blocks vanishing, people disappearing. They're cleaning house, man. It's a purge." David dismissed him, but unease lingered. By the next day, military action intensified. The National Guard patrolled, claiming it was for civilian safety. Major bridges shut down, and lockdowns rippled across towns. The drones began showing weaponry. Barrels protruded from their undersides, emitting deadly red beams. A Hoboken apartment building exploded, dismissed by authorities as a gas leak. The media, initially frantic, grew silent. Journalists who asked the wrong questions vanished. Meanwhile, the drones expanded their assault, targeting neighborhoods indiscriminately. David sat in his powerless apartment, the hum growing louder outside. A piercing scream shattered the silence, followed by a whump of energy. Peeling the curtain back, he saw a drone hovering above the street. Its underbelly opened, releasing a thin red beam that struck a staggering man. In an instant, the man was gone, reduced to ash. Heart pounding, David grabbed his keys and ran to his car. The streets were deserted, the hum oppressive. As he drove through back roads, he saw a group of people running toward a convenience store. Above them, 2 drones descended, their beams cutting through the air. The store erupted into flames, the explosion shaking David's car. Dazed, he barely noticed a shadow overhead. His dashboard flickered, and the engine died. He leapt from the vehicle as a drone hovered above, its red light scanning for movement. Scrambling to an abandoned overpass, David spotted a military checkpoint below. Trucks were empty, their personnel missing. A man in tactical gear stood by a vehicle, calmly directing drones through a handheld device. "Testing complete," the man's voice crackled over a radio. "Zone 4 is cleared. Proceed to remaining districts." David's stomach turned. This wasn't an alien invasion. Mike was right. It was a coordinated purge. The affluent neighborhoods remained untouched, while working-class areas burned. Over hacked frequencies, a chilling message spread. The unfit must be removed to save resources. This is a necessary restructuring of society. David joined a small group of survivors in hiding. Among them was Maria, a former nurse. "They're erasing anyone they deem expendable," she explained. "The sick, the poor, the old, anyone who isn't useful." "How do we stop them?" David asked. Maria shook her head. "We can't. They planned this for years." Their only hope lay in escape. One night, they reached a hidden marina near Jersey City. A fishing boat waited, its engine rumbling softly. But the drones found them before they could board. Red beams rained down, destroying the pier. David dove into the icy water as the boat erupted in flames. Screams were drowned by the chaos, bodies sinking into the black depths. When David surfaced, the skyline of New York City burned in the distance, drones hovering like dark sentinels over the destruction. Weeks later, the hum of drones disappeared. Survivors emerged from hiding, but the cities were unrecognizable. Massive screens flickered to life across ruins, broadcasting a calm, mechanical voice. "The restructuring is complete. A new era begins. Only the strong and resourceful will prosper." From the ashes of New Jersey and New York, the powerful built their vision of society. Compassion was dead. Calculation ruled.